I was a voracious reader when I was a kid, and I couldn't get enough of the Hardy Boys. I don't even know how many of them I had. I don't know how many of them I read. I know it was made into a TV series. I remember watching it with, Sean Cassidy and who was that other guy? Parker Stevenson, I think. And so I remember this cover, and so I saw this at the antique store, and I picked it up for $4. The Hardy Boys began in 1927. This is number 17. Now, it's called The Secret Warning, but this isn't the one that came out in the 20s or 30s, because starting in 1959, the publishing company began to revisit the Hardy Boys and rewrite them, because it turns out, like a lot of things, there were a lot of ethnic, racist stereotypes in them. So this is one that they took the title and they completely rewrote it. And it was written by somebody else. There were a lot of people that wrote the Hardy Boys under the pseudonym Franklin W. Dixon. It's the same company that did Nancy Drew, and the same people who wrote for the Hardy Boys wrote Nancy Drew as well. It's interesting, it has the price sticker in here. This version was published in 1966, 2 years before I was born, but it cost $2.95 back in 1966. So this isn't going to take me too long, but I'm dying to know if I remember anything about it. So I'm going to be cooking dinner soon, poured myself a glass of Chardonnay, and I'm going to read the Hardy Boys like I did 50 plus years ago. But just looking, chapter 1 is called The Ghost Walks. And you can just see how dated it is. A loud ring of the doorbell startled the Hardy Boys as they sat watching a TV mystery. Of course they were. Joe turned down the volume. Who could be at this time of night? The blonde 17-year-old youth wondered out loud. Maybe a client of Dad's. It can't be Mom and Aunt Gertrude. They have a key. Frank, dark-haired and a year older than his brother, got up and strode to the door. A telegraph messenger was standing on the front porch. Cablegram for Fenton Hardy. This series continued into the early 2000s, being rewritten several times. So I'm curious as to how this one plays out in a newer edition, if they made this into a newer edition. I am not sure. But I can't imagine being a kid today and going like, what is a telegraph messenger? So I'll let you know how this is. I am going to drink my Chardonnay and read some Hardy Boys. Cheers.